Namaste, everybody, and welcome back. In my service on Sunday, it was such a potent service, and I was talking about the age of Aquarius that we have now moved into. First time in 226 years. This is a huge shift that's happening. And as many of you know, last Monday we did an evening with the Divine Mary Magdalene, and I channeled with her for an hour and a half, and she brought forth a lot of information based on what's happening on this earth, but also pertaining a lot of stuff to when she too walked with Yeshua at that time and to what's going on right now. And especially with going back to the age of Aquarius, which is back to the fishermen, back to the water. And obviously, that's very dominant throughout scripture and throughout Yeshua's walk on his time here. There's several things that's going on right now. First, I want to say if you're feeling everything, that's perfectly normal. There's a lot of energies, and with this big shift, and also with the full moon tomorrow entering Leo, this is a very powerful time, a very potent time. So we've got a lot of different dynamics that are happening right now. This is also very, I want to say, reflective of what's happening on Mother Earth just now, with the dismantling of all of these different old realities that are now falling away, and the reality that we're now stepping into. So what we're very much feeling at this time is the shift in that reality, moving up into this next physical layer. So really, we're separating now as if the shell is coming off of the egg, and that's what we're feeling. We're very much feeling that shift that's happening. Not just that, but with this new time we've come in, we're with the age of Aquarius, we're also being really told to go back to nature and back to the water and back to the earth and really grounding back in. It's really important. Always remember, whenever you're expanding and you're ascending up into that new frequency, you have to ground. You have to make sure that your roots are just as deep as you are connecting into your higher consciousness. Think of the great oak and the great oak tree. Think how deep the roots go. So when you see the branches, because that's all you see above the ground is the branches might look huge. So imagine the same size as the roots underground. So that stretch is really what is happening to you at this time. You're being stretched, grounding in and stretched up in to this new paradigm, this new shift, this new age of Aquarius, and thus this new earth. So if you've not been on nature, in nature, back to the water, get doing that right now. It is a great time for that. So moving into this shift right now, you have to be very aware that everything that you have seeded, we talked about this before, everything that you've seeded before, now is the time of that integration. Don't worry about all of these New Year's things. Don't worry about that. It's the time of integration. And what happens during this time is you're allowing everything to integrate as you yourself maneuver through and feel these new shifts. So last Monday, when we did the evening of Mary, I'm actually going to put some on the YouTube channel. We have several years of these channeling sessions. I'm going to put some up on the YouTube channel so people can really start to see what Mary has been talking about. But it was very interesting because after that evening, the next 2 days, Mary and Yeshua both guided me right back to scripture. And I don't always bring the Bible into my Sunday services. I know some people are triggered. Some people have had a very hard time with organized religion, but there is such divine messages there. And I do believe that a lot of people have not really been taught how to read it correctly. So, but I was very much taken back to the book of Matthew, and this is so unbelievably powerful. And I read this in Sunday service that I wanted to bring it here. The light of the body is thy eye, singular. If therefore thine eye be single, thy whole body shall be full of light. That is Matthew. That is verse 22. So coming back to that, they're talking about the eye. Yeshua's talking about the eye, the pineal gland, the single eye, connecting once again into that divine alignment that you are. And the minute you connect and you open, you awaken, thine eye, even they said the single eye, which is this. Because you cannot see with your human eyes. The human eyes are just for the human experience. But when you come into this eye, you connect once again into who you are. Thy eye single, coming into alignment, opening that third eye, this eye, and connecting back into who you are. And as you do that, you step back into your divine consciousness, to your God consciousness, and you connect once again into your higher frequency. Remember the roots, allowing that root chakra, like the oak tree, to come back into the ground. And as you connect once again, he says, the whole body shall be full of light. That is you connecting back in all of your chakras into divine alignment again. It is right there in scripture. And that's what Yeshua was trying to teach, that you have the power. The power is yours. The light is within you. And when you connect, you once again are becoming that child of God. You're once again connecting into source, to divine light, to the absolute creator, that infinite intelligence. You're coming back into that. He also says, these are so divine. He also says, ask and it shall be given. Seek and ye shall find. Knock and it shall be opened unto you. That means when you come back into alignment through the pineal gland, through the third eye, back into this alignment, all you have to do is ask and it's all right there. Everything is there. There is nothing that you do not have, that you do not already have within for this journey ahead. There's nothing that you're not already equipped with that is your armor for this march ahead. Nothing. You have everything inside of you. And when you come into alignment with that, you become that. He said, as thou hast believed, so be it done unto thee. How do you believe? What are you believing? Are you choosing? Are you believing that that which is done unto me is done? Because therefore it is. So you must remember what you are taking on, what you are believing. That is what is occurring. That is what is happening. And remember, you do not have to believe everything you think. What am I thinking? Do I want to take that on as a belief? And does that serve me? Does that serve my highest light body? Does it serve the highest frequency within me? And if it doesn't, throw it out. You don't need it. You don't need it. Yeshua said, it is done unto you as you believe, not as others believe, as you believe. Do I get affected by this? Does this affect me? I'm going to choose to believe no. Oh, someone gives you a cancer diagnosis? Okay. Okay. Do I believe this shall affect me? Do I believe it's going to do to me what they believe it will? No. Therefore, I am declaring no on this. Things can only affect you. They can only affect the physical body, the mental, the spiritual, the emotional, if you believe they can. And I know you're sitting here saying, but that's so much easier said than done. It is, until you actually stop and say, okay, I need to become the observer of this. And when you become the observer, you become what? The witness. And who is the witness? Who is the observer? God, source, the divine, infinite intelligence, all. That is the observer, the great witness of all. And as you start to become ever so conscious of that, and all that is taking baby steps, removing your awareness. That's interesting. That's an interesting thought I just had. Does that serve me? Does that serve my highest light? I don't think it does. Okay, therefore, I'm just going to breathe and let that go. Always remember, breath is life. I'm going to breathe and let that go because it doesn't serve me. What does serve me? It serves me better to right now just go take a walk, or right now just go watch a movie, or right now just go take a swim or a bike ride, or get together with friends and laugh. That's great. That's great. Then it's removing you from those beliefs that do not serve you. So everything that comes in, just imagine all of your thoughts, all of them, on a little carriage outside of your body, on a train track. And along comes this little carriage. And you start to think these thoughts. Number one, are they yours? Are they yours? If not, do they serve you? Are they your beliefs? Would you like this to be your belief? Yes, that serves me. I feel better when I think that. Fantastic. And if they don't, let that carriage go on. Let that train go on. You don't need them. Just let them go. So at this time, as you anchor in and you really root, you ground yourself. And you are reminded of these little gems in the book of Matthew and what Yeshua was here teaching, that you have the power. And it is only done unto you as you believe. And if it doesn't serve you, throw it away. Throw it away. Is this thought and is this belief going to serve me? Yes, therefore it is. If you are given that diagnosis or something is given to you, let it move on through you. Okay, just because it's said doesn't mean it's so until I decide it's so. You have the power. You've always had the power. Sit back into yourself, get quiet, get in that place of thine single eye, and bring everything once again back into alignment and choose wisely. Choose your beliefs. And even if you think it, it doesn't matter. It has no power over you until you decide it does. So if you think it, okay, then I can choose to let it go. Let it go by on that train. It's not serving my highest light body. And you come back to yourself. And as we have moved into the age of Aquarius and with this full moon divinely upon us tomorrow, take some time to yourself and maybe write out, maybe get that journal and write out what you choose to release this year. I'm going to rephrase let go, what you choose to let go of. Because remember, release is releasing it. You're bringing it back in. You're leasing it yet again. You don't need it, so we're going to let it go. What are you choosing to let go at this time? What no longer serves your highest body? And what are the beliefs that you have held onto that you think are serving you, but are actually not? Because you're the one that believes, and therefore you are creating that. And don't worry. Of course, things are coming into your path that you might say, well, I didn't create that. Well, there was an agreement there. There was some sort of agreement there. But of course, it's brought forth to give you these beautiful lessons for the divine wisdom inside. Don't fret over it. Don't worry over it. Don't think you're creating all of this worst stuff that can ever happen to you. Don't worry about that. Just get back to yourself, get back to your third eye, the single eye, and once again connect and become the observer, the witness, and just take a look. Does this serve me or does it not? And if not, I'm going to breathe and allow it to go. This is your year. This is your time. We are in a beautiful new time. The eggshell is coming away from the egg in this age of Aquarius, moving back into earthing, grounding, and becoming one again with the seas above and the seas below. Take your time with this. Allow it to integrate. There is nothing that you have to do. There's nowhere you have to be. Just sit in yourself and stay grounded and allow the shift. You are doing amazing. And I love you. Namaste.